Number 1, William Hanner, Eden Hall Upper Elementary, Rams. Number 5, Dave Merlot, Archangel Gabriel Catholic School, Knights. Number 6, Brody Carter, Hudson Middle School Explorers. 9, William Sproul, Marshall Middle, Tiger. 10, Luca Filiaggi, Franklin Elementary, NA Tigers. 11, Jack Rio, Seneca Valley Raiders. 16, Colin Julius, Myers Area Centennial School District, Fighting Planets. 18, Carter Shoe, Peters Township Indians. Number 20, Cruz Armstrong, Eden Hall Upper Elementary, and we are Rams. Number 24, Brady Ferris, Neil Armstrong Middle School, Bethel Park, Blackhawks. Number 29, Preston Clutter, Hampton Middle School, Talbots. 34, Valley Occupied, Marjorie Centennial School, Fighting Planets. Number 43, Cam Evans, St. Killian Parish School, Celtics. 77, Jake Starr, Seneca Valley Raiders.
Number 78, Austin Wu, Marshall Elementary School, Tigers. 88, Brandon Kaminsky, Marshall Middle School, Tigers. 90, Tano Bois, Hay Middle School, Raiders.
Good afternoon, Swirly Nation. And welcome back to the UPMC Lemieux Sports Complex in Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania for Game 2 of the Midwinter Classic. This one will match the MassConn United against your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Pool A play here in the midwinter. MassConn, I believe top 25 program here, coming to Pittsburgh from Massachusetts in order to compete in this annual stellar event in Pittsburgh, one of the biggest and best youth hockey tournaments in the world. The Penguins are on the ice, rocking through some warm-ups. We're going to get a bit of an early start here, it looks like. To our usual thousands upon thousands of viewers will be able to catch up with us here. The starting lineup for your Penguins brought to you by the training table here at the Lemieux Sports Complex. In net for Pittsburgh, number 1, William Hanner. On defense, number 77, Jake Starr, and number 16, Dalton Julius. The right wing, number 18, Carter Shube. The left wing, number 6, Brody Carter. And at center, number 78, Austin Wu. Wu leans in, and we are underway. As the Penguins win the draw back to Star, it's Carter driving in, sending one all the way across for a backside feed, just past the reach of Shube. The Penguins control in the MassConn end, but they're able to toss it back out all the way into the Penguins end, where Star will come back to pick it up. Wraps around behind his net. Carries it up through center, past a couple of forwards, and into the MassConn zone, where Star will cut to the middle and try to tap one up over the shoulder. That's blocked out front. Wu pressures the puck now. Carter. Cinnamon Swirl TV here, not joined on this one by Colby Armstrong, who has some Penguin duties today down at the big rink. It'll be the Penguins' Sproul working it free. Now Ofterhide. Ofterhide looking for Reel. It's past his reach into the MassConn end. Penguins were able to get a line change taken care of here early in this one. We'll keep a little bit of an eye on shift lengths. We got a little extended a few times, I feel like, in that last game. A couple kids wanting to get out on the horse and score. As William Sproul dangles into the offensive zone. He tries a toe drag. That's knocked off of his stick. Shot in this one, I believe, was Sproul. I missed it as I was blocked a bit here by some late entering fans. It was. So Reel took a shot right there. It popped free to Sproul at the side of the cage. And he was able to tap it in and give the Penguins a 1-0 lead over United. Evans, Filiaggi, and Paris take the ice with Villela and Kaminsky. Filiaggi gets to the puck. He'll play it deep for Evans. Evans taps it right back in front, looking for Paris coming down the middle. It's broken up by MassConn. Villela engaging here. Now Evans. Evans will rim it deep for Filiaggi. He's tied up on the play. Evans will get in, use the body to dislodge the puck and play it over to Paris. Now Evans. Evans spins in the corner. MassConn will get control. Now Evans hooked up a bit as he taps it back to the point man. Villela's shot deflects by Evans. A nice play there. Spun back into the middle. Now it's Evans. Can't get free, and MassConn will knock it off of his stick. Kaminsky at the point keeps it. Sends a shot in wide. Evans kind of by himself as the Penguins go for a change. Actually, Filiaggi with him, so Evans will dump it in, and the Pens will complete that change. Good quick line change there for all three of these Penguins lines to start the first, and it leads to that 1-0 lead for Pittsburgh. A shot, or a clearing attempt goes high off of a MassConn player. They'll ultimately wrap it all the way down on Hanner, who sets it up for Jake Starr. Starr picks it up, goes off the boards to Carter. MassConn will pressure that point there of the puck on the half wall, trying to center one that's broken up and carried out by Julius. Julius sends it up to Wu. Wu around a defender, possesses to the corner, wraps it back for the point man, Julius, and he was in kind of along the boards, and it went back towards the middle, so the Pens will look to regroup. Starr with a turnover at the MassConn blue line. MassConn dumps it back in, and this time Starr will get control and find Shube. He rifles it up the ice to Wu. Wu weaves into the offensive zone. Penguins change the defense core and most of the forwards, it looks like. It'll be Armstrong getting to the puck in the Penguin zone. He goes off the boards, and an indirect pass finds Reel coming through center ice, joining the play from the bench. Reel cuts to the middle with the puck, loses control to the corner. He's pressured, has the puck knocked off of his stick. MassConn will try to break things out. A pinching Armstrong down the wall, able to get control, drive behind the cage. Good puck possession. He's hooked up a bit. He tries for Reel. Reel couldn't get control, but Reel's back pressure will allow Ofteride to break things up and get control of the puck. He snaps one off for Armstrong. It's off of his stick, but picked up by Sproul. Sproul down the wing. Armstrong in support. Reel in towards the middle of the net as MassConn takes control and comes out through center. Merlot will defend by forcing the play wide. Tapped in behind where Ofteride will pick things up. He stops and starts in the corner and tries to reverse. We've got Filiaggi now on the ice as some of this line was able to get a change. The rest of it needs a change as Jack Reel will dump and change. Filiaggi on the forecheck. A cross ice feed on the breakout. Picked up by United, and they'll come through center where it's disrupted by Paris, and now Evans is into the zone with speed. Carrying to the outside, stopping, pulling back, shoots it over to Filiaggi, who waves at it, sends one in on net, stopped by the netminder. Rebound followed up by Paris. He can't get it through. He'll find Evans. Evans tries for Villela at the point. It's blocked, but returned back to Evans. Now he and Villela will battle at the blue line. Paris skates through the puck, gets control, fires one, skipping it wide. The goaltender has no twig. He'll use a player stick instead as Evans cuts to the middle. He loses control, but Filiaggi there in support. He'll find Paris, whose one-timer's gloved and held. Great puck possession there on that shift for that unit of 5. 9:13 to play here in what appears to be it's the first period, okay. Penguins leading 4-0 in shots on goal. As Wu pressures, pops it free to Carter. His shot off of a shinny in front. It's tapped in behind where Wu will get there. He plays it to Carter. Carter twisting out of the trouble behind the net. He's able to work it to Wu, who's able to go low to high to Star. He's pressured immediately, and it's sent back out to center by United. The Penguins defenseman Julius will tap it up into the MassConn zone, where Shu puts it into the opposite corner, and the Pens will battle there. MassConn trying to break through things, and they will. They'll get out the center. Good gap by Julius. Freed the puck up for a charging MassConn forward. Star along the boards battling. He'll lose control but regain it. Sticking with the play. He'll carry it behind his cage. Stopping, starting, and finding Carter. Carter finds Julius. Julius looking for Wu. It's off of a MassConn forward, and the Pens defenseman will regain control. He stops and twists, banking it off the boards, looking to Wu, but it'll be held at the point for a shot that sails wide of Hanner. Star with great pressure, able to sneak the puck out of there, and he'll find the Penguins goal scorer, William Sproul, who comes through center before he's poke checked at the blue line. It'll be Star now wrapping it into the MassConn zone. Banked off the boards, picked up by MassConn. Jack Reel on the forecheck, able to get a stick on it, which will free it up for Ofteride, who fakes the dump and carries to the middle. A nifty play there to get to the backhand and get one in on net, where it's deflected to the corner. It'll be Reel over to Ofteride. Now wrapped up high. Reel will keep control. Reel drives the outside, centers one, a backside attempt that's just unable to connect on it with Sproul. It'll be Merlot finding Reel, whose one-timer sails to the corner. MassConn gets control but can't clear. It's all Penguins right now as Merlot fires it in. Ofteride will pick things up. He'll reverse. It's a 1-0 Penguins lead, but the Pens have definitely controlled play. They need to pot a couple more here, I feel. Ofteride working a beautiful fake shot pass that's deflected in on net and cleared by MassConn. It'll be an icing. Face off in the MassConn zone to the right of the goaltender. MassConn breaks free, streaking in, and there's the handman to say no. But Valella's clearing attempt right to a MassConn player's backhander's blocked. Filiaggi gets the puck. He sends it up to Evans. Evans can't corral it. MassConn in. It'll be an onside play. Penguins send it right back out to center. Evans will get control. He crosses with Filiaggi. Loses the puck, though. MassConn with the poke check. Puck shot deep, and it'll be an icing. Face off in the MassConn zone. Penguins get another line change. Wu peeling out of the corner, centering one. Off the side of the net. Now Schubel fire glove side. That's stopped. Pressure by Wu. He'll take it right away from the defender in front of the cage. Dangerous spot for a turnover. Wu will work it low to high to Star. His shot deflected a couple times before it goes wide. Shuby back in front for Carter. One-timer in, stopped. Puck at the side of the cage. It's held on to and covered. Sproul to take the draw, taps it forward, looks backside, but it's cut off by MassConn. Off the ride to the puck. He tries to slap it to the corner. That's taken away, and back come United through center. They've been able to spring one time through and get a breakaway on this counterattack, and here Merlot stripped of the puck. Shot off the blocker. Great job there by the Penguins goaltender Hanner. As Merlot got pickpocketed, there was no one between the player and the Penguins goaltender, and Hanner is able to come up with a big stop. The knob of the stick in the way of what would have been a tying goal, as Reel will get control. He goes indirect off the boards. Him and Armstrong will come up together like they're holding hands as they skate through center. A nice behind-the-back drop pass by Armstrong. For Reel, now it's back to Kaminsky. Armstrong will battle in front of the net. Sproul unable to get a shot through. Reel will battle. MassConn will come away with it. And after a couple of smacks at the puck, they're getting it out to center. Kaminsky there to defend. They'll pick up the puck in their own end, and a turnover again. This time it's MassConn streaking in. And a nice defensive play by Valella prevents even a shot that time. A centering feed comes free, wide open in front is MassConn, and Hanner there with another one. A 10-bell save for the Penguin netminder, as defensive zone turnovers have created a number of Connecticut scoring chances. Paris steps in, taps the puck forward, and Filiaggi will escape the Penguin zone. It's turned back to the blue line and offside by MassConn. We'll have a center ice face-off here. Won by Paris, back to Star. Star to Julius. Julius with a great tap to Filiaggi. He centers it for Paris. Paris unable to get the shot through, and back comes MassConn. Nice puck movement there by that unit. Star with a great angling play to take control, and now the Penguins end up with the puck. It's Paris. Paris streaking through center. He'll snap it over to Evans. He stops, twists, comes back to the corner. Evans with puck possession as he twists again in the corner. He'll get knocked down, but there's Filiaggi to engage. Filiaggi with the puck. Rimmed around by MassConn, pinching down along the wall is Star. Filiaggi gets to it. Knocked away from him and carried behind the cage. And MassConn will try the right side of the ice on a breakout. Pulling up and throwing it D to D to reverse sides. Evans will get there, but unable to keep it in the MassConn zone. Back they come. Starr reaches for it. It's tapped just past his stick, but he'll pick it up in his own end. Turning with a ton of speed and carrying it in 1-on-5 here. Jake Starr all the way around, tries a wraparound. That's stopped and cleared. Woo, fresh legs off the bench for the Pens. Plays it deep for Shub. He can't seem to corral it. So it'll be a centering feed from the outside by the Penguins that's gobbled up and held on to. Wu leans in. A centering feed past the stick of Carter all the way to the point for Ofterhide. Ofterhide keeps it a second time, and this time he'll drive in. He looks for Carter, hits his backhand, and the puck's freed up. Ofterhide will pick it back up. He'll reverse for Carter. Ofterhide and Carter. Now Shub will crunch down the wall. As Ofterhide ends up back at the point, Shub was covering for him. And Wu will get to the puck in the offensive zone. A centering pass by Shub is cut off, and back comes United through center. It'll be in the feet of a few Penguins, picked up by Carter, whose pass for Wu is behind him. MassConn in red today as they break the puck out. Red jerseys, blue pants, a big star on the chest, red socks, and red, white, and blue striping on all of the gear. They've got blue helmets on. The Penguins are in their reverse retro whites. The white jerseys with Pittsburgh across the chest. Black pants, white socks, black and gold striping, and the iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. Penguins struggling to escape their zone right now. Penguins have had a bit of a line change as Reel's on the ice with Sproul, but MassConn still possesses the puck. Banked off the boards, MassConn will get it in the Penguin zone, playing it through, looking for space. They had a streaking player, but Merlot there to take it away, and he'll hit Reel, who jumps up the wall, and he's going to get knocked down, and it'll be a power play here as Reel crashes into the netminder. The whistle blows. MassConn ends up with control behind. We will get our first Sir Pizza power play. 59.9 seconds left. We'll have Reel's unit out there. This seems to be the Penguins power play unit. They were out there on the power play a whole bunch in the first game today. Reel, Sproul, Armstrong, Kaminsky, and Villela. Reel wins the draw, but nobody attacks the puck, and out comes MassConn with the puck. They're going to dart around Kaminsky in all by himself, firing a shorthanded shot on what was essentially a breakaway, and Hanner's there to make the save. The Penguins they won the puck and everybody looked at it. Now it'll be Reel getting it. He drops into the offensive zone. He's hooked up a bit. The MassConn player lets go of his stick in time not to get called. The puck will pop free to Julius, whose snapshot is sent wide of the net. We're down to 22 seconds left in the period here. A centering feed by MassConn is ultimately cleared up and out. The Penguins trying to regroup. Fired all the way down by Starr. It'll be an icing by the Penguins. So with 5 seconds left and on a power play, they're going to have a defensive zone draw. A disjointed power play here, to say the least. Harris on the draw, won by MassConn, but splitting right between the defense, and that'll wind the rest of the period down. So the Penguins are going to start period number Filiaggi with a nice stick lift. Evans will center drive, drawing the defense. Filiaggi's shot careens wide to the cage. Evans crashing into the netminder. It'll be picked up by off the ride. He'll leave it in the corner and then pick it back up again. Parrish covering for off the right at the point. Finds Evans. Evans tries to go around a defender. Knocked off of his stick. Parrish will get control here. He tries to dance free and will. Firing one short side. Evans gets there. His shot sent wide to the cage. Filiaggi centers one. It's off the boards and all the way back as MassConn sneaks the player out of the box, and he's in on a breakaway. A slap shot kicked aside by Hanner. The Penguins hit Evans streaking through into the offensive zone, carrying wide, stick on puck play there. And it's fired back in by the Penguins. That's Kaminsky. Now it's Villela to the puck. He turns it over to Kaminsky. They go D to D and up the ice for Wu. Wu in the corner battling. Filiaggi finishes the line change. And Schub will pick the puck up at center. Looking for Wu. That's intercepted, and back comes MassConn again. A Penguin turnover. This one thwarted by the Penguins' defense. Now Schub, as MassConn works hard, kind of hugging Carter Schub from behind. They'll tap it all the way into the Penguins' end. Penguins with no defenseman back, and it'll be an icing. It'll be Real. Leaning over the faceoff dot. Able to win it back to Julius. Julius tries to go to Real in its center. He'll pick the puck up and curl around a defender, carrying it in behind. Taps it off the boards for Sproul. He'll stop and start. He'll find Armstrong. Armstrong twisting and turning. Puck taken from him and wheeled to the corner. It's Real centering one. That's picked up and brought out by MassConn. They'll dump it into the Penguins' end. Onside play as it's picked up by Starr behind. He'll look up and find Real at center. Real picks it up while skating backwards, drives in, sends a backhander screaming high and over the net. Armstrong on the half wall with pressure, able to kick it further for Real. Real in behind the cage. Working. It's the Penguins and MassConn United. Just under 13 to play in the second. It's 1-0 Pens. Ofterheide keeps it along the half wall. He finds Armstrong, who cuts to the middle on his backhand, has it taken from him. Evans steps on the ice and blows up the forward. Evans will step through. Another forward. This time into the middle. He'll shoot high glove side, and he'll be stopped by the catcher. Another MassConn goaltender, Evans, just barreling through a couple of players there, using that massive frame to protect the puck. Filiaggi leans over the face-off circle, nudges it forward, a centering feed off of a skate. Now it's Evans. Evans looks backside to Filiaggi, and that deflects just wide of the net. Evans will pressure and dislodge the puck another time. Tapped out the center where MassConn will pick it up, and they're dangerous on the rush. Merlot angles. It'll be Parrish picking it up off of a skate right out in front for MassConn. Parrish dives back in, gets control, and springs Evans. Evans in a one-on-one situation with Filiaggi trailing. Tries to dangle outside and in. That's knocked off of his stick, but the Penguins control. Filiaggi along the wall. Now Parrish. Parrish to Filiaggi. Banked off the boards for Evans. Evans weaving in behind. Wraps it around and looks to go low to high. Kaminsky unable to get control as the pass was deflected. Parrish will flip it over to Villela. Villela sends it cross ice. Filiaggi in. Onside shooting. And he tickles the twine with a twisted wrister. Luke Filiaggi makes it 2-0 Penguins. So the Penguins had to go back to center to regroup. Paris sent it over to Villela. Villela found Filiaggi, and his shot found the back of the cage. And the Penguins lead 2-0 with 11 to play in the second period. It'll be Wu to take the face-off for the Penguinis. Carter ends up with it, and he'll snap it to Wu. Drives in, backhand, shooting one. That's kicked out. Rebound, unable to get it through is Carter. Tapping it across the ice and picked up by MassConn. Back checking Carter dislodges the puck. MassConn plays it further as Starr is able to kick it free, but it'll be United getting to it. They'll play it back to the point. Trying to dump it in, nothing but white jerseys there, and out comes Starr, weaving through center. Into the offensive zone he'll come. Centering one off of Wu, stick in on net, and a kick save and a dandy. MassConn trying to spring somebody on the rushes another time. They've had success with it, creating a number of scoring chances, and the man in net, number one, Hanner's been equal to every one of them. Wu takes the pass and snaps it off to Schub, who fires one in on net. It's gloved, but with the Penguins making a change, the MassConn goaltender will play it. Pressure from Sproul forces a turnover to Armstrong. He's unable to keep control, so back comes MassConn out through center. Up the wall we go. Looks like a bunch of you guys joining us. Thanks for joining us, Cinnamon Swirl TV. Make sure you subscribe below. It's what we ask. Thank you for all the subscribers that we have out there. The Penguins off their hide. Will take control, spinning away from two defenders and finding Armstrong, who cuts into the offensive zone. Armstrong finds Ofteride, gets it back. He's tripped up on the play. Play continues. It's Armstrong feeding it to Ofteride. Ofteride's backhander to the backside looking for Sproul is somehow kept out of the cage. Ofteride will possess. Looking back to her again, it's Sproul. It bounces over his stick. He uses his body to come away with the puck, sends it off the skate of a MassConn forward. Reel shoots one up high that's kept out. Back through center, cut off by Merlot. He'll find Reel. Reel's blazing into the offensive zone, wristing one. Blocker side that's kept out and sails wide of the net. It'll be Reel stopping. Working it all the way back to Merlot at the point, who will dump it in. Penguins need a line change here. This line's been out for quite a while, mostly in the offensive zone. As MassConn plays it across, firing it in and gloving it as Hanner, and the Pens will get that line change they need. .8:15 to play. Period 2. 2-0 Penguins lead. Not going to overly trust the shot count, as Penguins scored a goal and their shots didn't go up. So they have it as 9-7 right now. It's probably a little bit more lopsided than that, but not much. MassConn doing a good job attacking on the rush and creating chances with stretch plays. It'll be Paris to Evans. Evans to Filiaggi. It skips right under his twig, but he'll chase it down. Chopping at it, getting control in the neutral zone. Now they'll battle along the wall, and it's MassConn skipping out with it. Paris with the long reach, unable to dislodge the puck, but Villela over to defend. It's worked in behind. Paris forcing it behind the net. Now Villela will battle. Puck dislodged. Villela reverses. Filiaggi will flow to the wall and take the breakout pass, but it's just off of his backhand. He just wasn't able to control it. Now it'll be Kaminsky to the puck. He'll find Evans. A bouncing puck controlled and settled down. He'll get to the red line and dump it in. Couldn't get it all the way deep, and back comes MassConn. Puck banked off of Julius. Evans gets to it. He flips it out the center, but it's dumped right back in by United. Starr behind his net with a nasty dangle. Almost lost it. He'll get it back, and he's got Evans. Evans with Schub streaking to the net. Looks, he had Julius in the high slot. Julius was driving in. Evans shoots one that's gloved and held. Penguins with that center drive there in the form of Carter Shube. 6:48 to play, period 2. Pens lead 2-0. Wu takes the draw. Back to Starr. Battle on the wall. Read up for Shube. Shube to the corner. Now Carter. Wu and Starr will team up along the wall. Penguins keep the puck in. Those are two big bodies who love to bang along the boards. Carter ends up with it. Drives in. Looks for a streaking Shube coming from the corner. It's deflected by MassConn in behind their own net, and they'll try to break it out to the left. A nice breakout here as they send it all the way across the ice. Starr defends there as Hanner fields the outside shot from on top of the circles. Now Julius snaps it over to Carter. Carter to Shube. Shube over to Wu. Great puck movement to enter the zone. Wu takes a shot from the top of the circle that is off the chest, drops to the feet, and they'll get the whistle. 5:50 to play, second period. Sproul will lean in at the faceoff dot. Sproul helping the official line up the MassConn player. I love it. MassConn with a nice breakout pass. Ofteride was on the pinch. He'll hustle back into the play to help break it up. It was a 2-on-1 coming down the ice as the Pens defense got caught a bit. Now a centering feed to a wide open MassConn player is deflected by Hanner and brought out by Armstrong, who finds Ofteride. He centers one right to Sproul, whose shot trickles wide. Reel will pick it up, stopping along the wall, kicking it forward, and playing it all the way back to the point. A nice low to high setup there. Ofteride will fire one that deflects wide of the cage. Armstrong there, spun around, and back comes MassConn up through center. Weaving through the neutral zone is Weaver. Weaver on the weave. Shot in is gobbled up and held by Hanner, and we'll get a defensive zone draw for the Pens. It'll be Paris leaning over the circle. He'll win the draw back to Kaminsky. Kaminsky pressured immediately. He'll rim it up the wall. He'll get it all the way through to Evans, who hits Filiaggi on a slash play coming across. He'll join the offensive zone, firing to the high slot. What a read by Filiaggi to find Paris. His shot just wide of the cage as Evans was streaking to the net. MassConn comes back, sending it all the way across ice. It'll be defended by Paris, and he'll get control. He'll carry up the left. He's got Evans and Filiaggi. Finding Filiaggi high slot, and his shot just misses. He'll get back to it. Back to Evans. Evans has it taken from him. A clearing attempt off the back of a MassConn player ultimately gets control, and they'll ice the puck all the way down. Oh, no icing? No icing. It'll be Villela. Up ice looking for Carter. This will be icing. Maybe no icing since the Penguins were changing. I don't know why they wouldn't have called it on the last one. Perhaps I missed something. Wu, take the face-off. Defensive zone. Pens lead 2-0. 4 minutes to play. It'll be Starr carrying it to the corner. MassConn steps out from behind the net, tries to get it in front. Brody Carter there to take it away. He fires it across to Shube. He's streaking into the offensive zone. He protects the puck, comes around, centering pass to Carter's just cleared out of the way. And MassConn with a player in behind, they'll try to hit him again. How's that not icing? I always deflected, but way back here. So they'll no icing, and the Pens will bring it up ice. Wu picks it up. Got Carter driving high slot. He'll find him. That shot in. Rebound tapped wide. Off the goaltender and wide by Shub. Wu gets to it. He sends it up high off the glass. Shub spins it back in front looking for Carter. MassConn will pick it off, and United will carry it out to center. Popping it into the Penguins' end. Star back to get it. He's pressured, but he's able to bank it off the wall and play it all the way up to Wu. Wu will get a dump and change as the Penguins get back to those good short shifts. It's a collision in the MassConn zone. Puck comes back out through center. MassConn can't get control, but Jack Reel will. Reel winding into the offensive zone. He takes a two-handed smack across the arms. Keeps control. Stopping and starting. Spinning back to the middle. A short side shot misses. It'll be picked up by Ofterheide on the half wall. Ofterheide weaving in the offensive zone as Sproul covers the point. They can free him up for a shot as Ofterheide possesses. He'll find Armstrong. Armstrong back to Ofterheide. He looks for Reel. He's got him in Reel. Buries the biscuit. Bashing the puck like the Serrano of old. It's the real deal. Jack Reel. Finishing a beautiful feed from Rylan Ofterheide on this cycle. A bit of a give and go. And the Penguins lead 3-0. 2:12 to play. MassConn will get control, but it's off of Paris' skate to Filiaggi. He'll send it out to Evans. Evans in the outs, carries it up the outside. Keeps it wide, he'll play it back, playing low to high to Villela. He'll find Kaminsky, he'll push it towards the net. That's picked off and back comes MassConn. Banked around Kaminsky, but picked up by Villela. They'll try to use Filiaggi. He'll be able to do so, but it's kept at the point by MassConn and a shot in at a wide open player who was backside. Does not connect, and Paris will escape the center. He'll find Evans. Evans cuts in, has Filiaggi. Nice communication. He gives him the drop pass, and Filiaggi's shot's blocked by a skate. Excellent puck movement there by the Pens on the zone entry, and back comes MassConn United. It'll be Jake Starr breaking the play up and getting it to Filiaggi. He's got Evans with him. Into the zone on sides. Knocked off of Filiaggi's stick, but he'll pick it up in the corner. He'll tap it along looking for Evans. Evans to Wu, and it's between the wickets. It'll come out to Starr for a one-timer that's deflected but held on a beautiful save there. And with a minute to play, we'll have an offensive zone draw here, second period. An absolute missile from Starr. Wu picks it up behind the net. Centering one off of a MassConn player. Back out they come through center. Starr will force the play wide. Carter on the back check in to disrupt. It'll be Starr trying to break it out for Wu. It'll actually skip past him to the point for a shot. That's kicked out after a bit of a screen, it looked like. Penguins are battling for a puck, but it's MassConn coming away with it. Shot inside, rebound will be tapped home. Hanner making multiple saves. But the puck ends up on the back side of the net to a wide open MassConn player. The Penguins struggling to cover open players in front of the net. Johnny on the spot for MassConn makes it 3-1 with 26.4 to play in the second period. Sproul into the offensive zone. He'll shoot high, blocker side, and he had the goalie fooled. I think he was looking glove. It went blocker, and he's able to blocker it to the corner. Two Penguins run into each other. That's Sproul and Armstrong. Back comes MassConn as time ticks inside of 5 seconds. Merlot will break up the play into the feet of the official. And a shot coming in as the horn sounds is wide of the cage. And we will head to the second intermission here from the Lemieux Sports Complex. The Penguins gather around head coach Ray Conway, flanked by assistants Dr. Jason Julius and Chris Schub. Getting some intermission wisdom imparted upon them as Hanner gets a word of advice from the goalie whisperer, Coach Jake Hanner. Penguins are going to put the real line back on the ice. You're watching Cinnamon Swirl TV, a Cinnamon Swirl production of the 2010 Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. We've got Chris Merlot on the camera. Jeremy Evans with the play-by-play. Nick Paris in the production truck. And a new member of the team, Blake Paris, the CEO of Cinnamon Swirl Productions. Sproul into the offensive zone. He'll wrist one into the chest. It's gobbled up and held. Reel will take the draw in the offensive end. Won by MassConn, and they'll cut out the center. Hounded by Jack Reel on the back check. They're able to continue to maneuver the puck in. It'll be Merlot getting it to Armstrong. Armstrong has Sproul with him. He'll carry it in. Onside play as we enter the zone. He tries to leave it behind for Merlot. A nice job pinching down the boards there by the Pens defenseman, who looks for Reel on the backside, but it was just over the twig. It'll be picked up by Ofterheide, weaving into the offensive zone. Holding up and looking. He'll protect the puck. He rims it back to the opposite corner. Armstrong covering for the defense right now as the Penguins, as MassConn breaks it out into the neutral zone. Armstrong gets control and finds Reel. A nice pass there. Reel cuts into the offensive end. He's defended well, and the puck ends up in the corner. The Penguins getting a change. Well, at least a 3/5 of one. Reel and Sproul still need to get off as MassConn busts into the offensive zone. A centering pass broken up by Filiaggi. A backside feed will be tapped in, and that line out for about 1:20. And MassConn will tap it in behind and make it a 3-2 game. That was after that. I think they finished the last period, so about 2 minutes of ice time there. Maybe some worn out legs as it got freed up in front. It'll be Paris to take the face-off. MassConn will have to replace their center as he believes to have an equipment issue. (3-2) Penguins lead a tight one here. Coach Ray Conway having a conversation with the official. Paris on the faceoff. D-to-D pass picked up by MassConn. They play it to the blue line. Paris will pick it up there. He goes cross ice and skating into it will be Evans. He's got Villela and Filiaggi. Evans will shoot one. It's blocked. Banked off the wall and brought back on by MassConn. Into the Penguin zone we go. A drop pass as they'll play catch. Paris breaks the play up. MassConn will take it back, remitting it into the corner. Left by Villela, but right to a MassConn forward. It'll be defended by Paris, and Villela will try to break out, this time to the Filiaggi side. Evans up ice trying to tap it by. It'll be gathered in and sent back into the Penguin zone by MassConn United. 3-2 Penguins lead as Kaminsky fires it all the way down the ice. It'll be icing. Wu to take the face-off in the Penguins' end. It'll be Starr picking it up. A give and go by MassConn, picked off by Schub, but his breakout attempt is broken up. It comes free to MassConn. They'll shoot one wide of the Penguin goaltender, Hanner. He's stopped the first shot every single time. It's only been rebounds getting by as Carter picks the puck up. Carter finds Schub. Schub into the offensive zone, but Wu wasn't able to drag the toe, and we'll have an offside play. Austin Wu to take the draw. One cleanly back to Starr. Just out of his reach, however. He'll track it down in the D zone and find his partner, Julius, who sends it up to Wu, breaking into the MassConn zone. He's got a cutting Carter. Send it in front, rebound sitting free, and it's cleared by MassConn as they've thrown Brody Carter into the net. MassConn able to come back to to their blue line, but no further as Julius keeps it in. Now Wu to Carter. Carter, forehand to backhand, gets it to Schub. Schub's shot beats the goaltender with a bit of a dipsy doodle dunkaroo. The shot came in from Carter, and Schub was able to pick up the rebound, pull it around the pad, actually flip it over the pad, it looks like, and the Penguins regain the 2-goal lead. It'll be Jack Reel to take the draw for the Penguins. After the Pens, Schub was able to make it a 4-2 lead. MassConn back into the Pen zone. It'll be Merlot defending. Shot in on Hanner. He'll stop and cover. It'll be a face-off for Reel in the D zone. Nice activation there by Armstrong to help win the draw, but he couldn't clear the zone. So MassConn will put it back in where Merlot will battle. He out-bodied there a bit, and tapping at it was a MassConn forward at the side of the cage. Able to free it up, and Reel flying into the offensive zone. He'll drive the middle and leave a bit of a drop pass that's picked off. A 2-on-1 foiled by an excellent back check. Penguins unable to regain control, and off the right will send it in on an offside play. Harris to the face-off dot. He gets exceptionally low on these draws. It's excellent to see. Good technique by Paris as Kaminsky spins around the puck a bit in the neutral zone, and he'll get it deep into the MassConn end. Filiaggi with the pressure. Kept on the ball by Kaminsky. Now Filiaggi. Filiaggi in the corner. Freed up and cleared out by MassConn. Past Villela into the skates of the official, but he'll pick it up on the other side. Filiaggi to the puck. Tries to tap it through to Villela. And the Pens will regroup to Kaminsky. Kaminsky's pass into space, nobody there. It'll be MassConn regrouping at center now. Nice play there by Paris to dislodge it. Filiaggi tries for Evans, but it's picked off by a MassConn defender. They'll try to gain the Penguins line and will with a dump and chase. Kaminsky picks it up, tries to bank it off the boards, loses control. MassConn will try a stuff attempt at the side of the cage. It's covered and held. Wu to take the draw. Tapped forward, and the most recent Penguin scorer, Shub, is trying to set up Carter, who taps it on his backhand to the corner. They'll play it back for Wu. Now Carter. Carter pinned up in the corner a bit. Reaching for it is Shub. Now Wu. MassConn will use the body to protect the puck, come away with it, rim it around the boards where Julius will pinch down and keep it. His centering attempt is blocked back to the corner, and now the Penguins will get on the puck. MassConn able to snap it out the right-hand side and run a breakout. Unable to connect on the second pass, so Starr will pick it up and wheel it up to Shub. He'll dump it in right to the MassConn defender, who's trucked by Sproul. No call, as the referees seem to have put the whistles away here. Wu will get control. Curling one back in front for Sproul. Sproul and Armstrong able to get on, but now we will get a penalty. It's going to be on Sproul for what will probably be a trip, and MassConn's going to head to the power play here as it's touched by Ofterhide. So William Sproul got away with the body check, but gets called on the tripperoo. And his trip to the penalty box will trigger the 7 Fields Wealth Management penalty kill. Face-off won by MassConn, back to the point. Shot blocked by Reel. He's felled by the shot. So the Penguins will be a little bit more short-handed here as they get control. Jack Reel on the ice in pain. He blocked a shot with the inside of his shin where there's not much padding. You want to try to stay square to those if you can. Kind of turned his leg, caught it off like the back of the knee. That'll sting for a little while. Jack Reel able to get up and work his way to the Penguin bench. The Penguins will put Filiaggi out there with Armstrong on this first leg of the penalty kill. Armstrong in a discussion with the official as MassConn using this as a timeout. Good coaching. Drawing up a play during the injury timeout, and we'll see what they've drawn up, and we'll see if the Penguins can counter it. Played back to the point, shooting one in, unable to hit his stick for a deflection, so it'll be cleared around, and MassConn will set up on the PK, playing it D to D. Filiaggi with the pressure as they send it backside, now to the defense. Armstrong with a big block. Filiaggi will chop the puck out of the air, and he's hounded from behind as he breaks free. Cutting into the offensive zone short-handed, weaving. It'll be bodied off well, and to the corner it goes where Armstrong will tie some things up. 4 MassConn players, 2 Penguins, as MassConn will come away with it on the power play. The Penguins with 40 seconds left on the PK. As Starr gets control, he'll tap it back out to center. Armstrong will hustle off for a change. The Penguins will get Paris on the ice as Starr picks up. He sends one off of a defender. It'll be picked up by Julius. Rimmed back out to center. Oh, it does get the whole way there. So the Penguins will complete the last. Filiaggi will come off for Evans. And your new penalty kill unit will be Paris with Evans, Julius, and Starr. Face off, one back to Julius. Julius plays it forward, and MassConn will regroup at center. Going D to D. Evans with the heavy pressure. Forces a dump and chase. Third period action, 4-2 Penguins lead as Julius gets in, battling for a puck in the corner. Able to tie up two MassConn players and still come away with it. He'll rim it around looking for Evans. Penalty is expired as Evans gets bumped along the boards. Puck's freed up. Harris tries to knock it free. It'll be off of a shin pad of Julius on the block and gathered in by Filiaggi, who tries to bank it heavily off the boards, but it's blocked. Harris will try to regroup now as he sends it behind to Jake Starr. Starr carrying it up into the offensive zone, looking for Filiaggi, but it's intercepted. MassConn at the Penguin blue line. 4 Penguins back on defense. Good defensive posture there for the Pens as Jake Starr sends it backhand to forehand, or forehand to backhand, and his clearing attempt is cut off. He'll try it a second time. He comes up through center and gets poke checked at the red line. Harris will battle there. Puck comes free to Starr. Starr up to center. He'll dump it in. Evans won't chase as the Penguins are going to get a line change. A good dump and change there by the Pens. Excellent job getting fresh legs on in the form of Villela, Kaminsky on the back end, Wu, Shub, and Carter, and it's Wu breaking free, driving in and firing a missile towards the net that's kicked away. It'll be Shub picking it up. He was looking at the point, got a boot in the way. He'll go to the other point. It's Villela back to Shub, over to Carter. Carter's one-timer is kicked aside by the stick. Now Shub back for Carter. Carter's doing a great job of finding space. MassConn just intercepted that one. And Kaminsky will keep it at the blue line for Shub. This line has been dominant out there for the Penguins. Tons of offensive zone time. Numerous chances in the goal by Shub. As the Penguins go back to work, it's Carter now firing one. That's blocked. Kaminsky retreating, steps up, keeps it in. It'll be Shub peeling with the puck. Around one, firing up high. Short side, defended off well, but gathered in by Villela, who's pinching on the play. Nice work there. Penguins get at least one player off as Sprolzy's on the ice. Wu possessing, looking, sends it to Shub. Shub peels it back in front. Now Villela's shot kicked aside. Wu at the side of the net. It'll be Carter getting to it. He tries for Kaminsky. He'll keep it at the blue line and tap it over to Shub. Shub to Wu. Wu unable to maintain control, and the Penguins are regrouping at center, where off the right will find Sproul. He weaves to the middle and fires one that's gloved and held. Real to take the face off to the outside for Armstrong. Now Sproul back in behind for Armstrong. Worked up high, kept at the point by Ofterhide, who was looking for Sproul. It skips past his stick, and Armstrong will be in on the puck pressure. Coming down the boards heavily is Merlot. I think everything he does is heavily. A D-to-D attempt to pass by Real gets picked off by the speedy MassConn forward, who drives in but has his shot blocked by the stick-on puck of Ofterhide. A clearing attempt by Merlot is intercepted. They'll come back up, and Real will pick it up in behind his own net. Good defensive play there by Real, who escapes up the left. He'll have Armstrong driving the net. Cuts into the middle. He tries to shoot one. It kind of rolls up on the stick a bit, and it's gloved by the MassConn goaltender. 3:46 to play. Penguins will get a line change here and an offensive zone face-off. It'll be Paris. Paris at the dot. Wins it back to Starr. Starr with space. cutting to the middle, crossing with Julius. A nice fake there as I think if that was a shot, he missed by 37 feet. If that was a pass, it was to Manute Bowl because it was over everyone's head. Filiaggi has it in behind. He'll battle in the corner. Now Evans trying to get control. He chops at it. It comes out and pops all the way to center where Paris will engage along the wall. Paris reverses for Julius, but he can't get control. So the Penguins will have to do some battling in their own end. It'll be Julius coming away. He's got Evans with him. Evans will center drive. Julius pulling up. Looking Evans with a beauty of a deflection that's gobbled up on the play. A nice 45-second shift there for that unit. And the Pens will get a change. Woo will lean in. Woo behind the cage. Battling, it's Shub. He'll play it up to the point for Villela. His partner fell down. Thankfully, he wasn't going D-to-D there. And now it's Shub. Keeling away with it. Looking backside. He finds Carter, but he just can't tap it home. Carter with about 37 chances in this one. Here's another one. He'll find Wu, who fires it glove side. And tracking the puck well is the MassConn goaltender, who's able to make the save. Penguins will get the real unit on the ice with 2:23 to play. Real taps it forward to the corner, picked up by MassConn, and they'll try to break things out. Weaving out of their own end with the puck. Playing it up, and Merlot kicks at it but misses. It was like a Charlie Brown moment there. Dangling off the boards comes MassConn, centering one. That's broken up. Pushing through Merlot. He'll free it up for the speedy Real. Real up the wing, carrying it wide. Looking as he circles behind the cage. He's got off the right at the point, but he'll cut to the middle instead. Crossing with Merlot as he takes lap number 2 of the Indy 500. He'll center one. That goes past Sproul, picked up by Ofterhide. He'll drive it to the corner. Ofterhide does a bit of a lift and slap there. Armstrong covering at the point, able to keep it in. And MassConn will try to exit their zone. Penguins keep the pressure on. Armstrong now Real, as this unit is going to need a change as they come back up ice. Good, great puck pressure there. And none of them head to the bench. We're 1:20 into their shift. Armstrong up for Real. Real into the offensive zone. Real dangles and fires one wide. Real jumping in. May have injured himself as we continue with this unit on the ice. They got caught once before at the end of an excessively long shift. The Penguins now inside of 40 seconds to play. Still no change. Sproul still on the ice here as he'll dump it into the MassConn zone. Filiaggi able to get out, and the MassConn will go offside, so they will be able to get Sproul off. That was a 2-minute shift there for Sproul as he circled around at center at the end of that one. Got to get off the ice, boys. That shift started with 2:23 to play, and they get the change completed with 28 seconds. Filiaggi will battle along the wall. Evans on the back check, able to free it up. He'll toss it up to the blue line and streak in. He overskates the puck a bit, and it'll be an offside play. Face-off won by Parrish, battled for by Evans and Filiaggi. As the clock ticks down inside of 5 seconds left. It'll be broken up by Kaminsky at center, and that'll end the third period of play, and the Penguins will get a 4-2 win. And they'll be 2-0 heading into tomorrow's big clash with the Florida Alliance at the Alpha Ice Complex. A 9. Time is that game tomorrow? 9:40 a.m. for the 2010s. The 11s will be on the ice at 7:10 in the morning. So join us here, Cinnamon Swirl TV, a Cinnamon Swirl production. Thanks for joining us.